right, here we are once again. Hello, welcome to my page, Maddie. Messages from Venus. Hello. All my information is in the description box. I'm gonna talk hella shit, okay? Listen here. I have like a whole bunch of notes. If you guys look at my notes, a whole bunch of notes and a whole bunch of like little videos that I want to make. But today, I have like a certain videos that I didn't make notes on. I want to talk to you guys about in this video the baby mamas. I'm gonna talk about it again, but in like the ghetto bullshit that goes on. I would love to know, please comment below, for those of you that refer to yourselves as baby mothers, or you, I mean, how do you see yourself? How do you perceive yourself as a woman? Do you perceive yourself as a woman that can carry on by herself? Or do you perceive yourself in a team, regardless of the fact whether you're in a relationship with this person or not? Did you lie to yourself when you first got into the situation? And I'm not trying to make fun of anybody. I'm just trying to figure it the fuck out. I'm trying to figure out why the fuck our women are in this situation. I'm trying to figure it the fuck out, honest to God. Because I don't like it. I don't like the situation. I can be a single mother. I can be somebody's mother of their child. I would never excuse the noise, but I would never tell myself, oh, I'm his BM, I'm his baby mother, that's my BM, that's my BM. Don't you ever refer to me like that, first of all, okay? Because if you're good enough to procreate with somebody and recreate yourself and this person, because that's essentially what you're doing when you get yourself pregnant, or somebody gets you pregnant, you're recreating both of them in one being. One person has two strands, and then they create themselves. These kids snatch DNAs like there's no tomorrow. So when you put yourself in that predicament, because some of you guys sell your souls. I want to know, prior to you selling your soul and or getting yourself pregnant and or allowing somebody else to get you pregnant, what the fuck is it that you're thinking? What is it that what goes through your mind? Because some of you guys, this is what I see. Some of the ratchets, and I'm ratchet. I love ratchet things. Oh my God. I love ratchet things. I really do. But I would never put myself in that predicament. No matter how much money I'm making, I could be making $70,000 a year right now. And I would not put myself in that situation at all. At all. That is disturbing. Because I will be blocking my own blessings in the future, and I would also be blocking this child's blessings in the future, because there's a chance and a possibility whether that I can be blocking this child from, number one, interacting with his or her father, or having a healthy connected relationship, or having that healthy, like, I can wake up every day and see that my child wakes up next to their father every day. I don't want to take that experience away from my child. So what exactly is it that you guys are thinking? I would love to know. I'm the baby's mother. You guys, because there's some of us that are put in certain situations where we get played. And I'm not just talking about black people. I'm not talking about just Hispanics. I'm talking about women in general. But that's how you guys sound. I'm the baby's mother. I'm his BM doll. Fix this shit. What? How can you possibly perceive yourself? How can you allow yourself to think of yourself as somebody's BM or baby's mothers? The baby's mothers. I go to child support. I'm gonna get child support as long as he gives me the child support. But then most of the time, you guys don't even get it. So I would love to know, what is the merry-go-round? Because that's what it is. That's what you create, is a merry-go-round. And then while he's trying to experience life with other people or recreate his life with other people, I would love to know, what is the thoughts prior to you knowing that there's a chance that you can be a single mom because you don't have a ring on your finger. There's a chance where you can this person can pass away and you have no benefits because this person, neither you or this person planned for the future. You don't have a IRA account. You don't have a retirement account. You don't like put in money into your Social Security because you want to be sitting your ass pretty all day. Like, what is it that you're thinking? Because these are the things that you have to think about when you're procreating a child. When you're procreating a child and or trying to excel in your own life, these are things you have to think about. They are. There are things you have to think about, because in the long run, who suffers the most are these kids. And of course, there's a wonderful and amazing success stories, but those success stories don't come from the ratchet hood rat mothers. I promise you. Okay, those success stories either come from the mothers that actually want to succeed, that do go through hell and back for their kids because they got played, because they got left, because they're divorcees, etc. That is not you. I'm talking to the ratchet mother. And or they have these exceptional children that come from foster care, that come from their parents who are drug addicts, and somehow they excel. That comes from within. That comes from the power of the will. I will. I am. I have, I love, I am. The it comes from okay? It doesn't come from the I'm the baby's mother and whatever, give me money. So if you don't give me money, then you don't see the baby and whatever, cause I need it. I'm the mother of your child. That fucks up your. If that person is smart, they will get the fuck away from you. And they would just deal with the child, whether they have money or not. Okay? They would just get the fuck away from you because you're the baby's mother. You're not wife material. And a lot of you guys portray yourselves as somebody who is not wife material. You're just portraying yourselves as somebody who's just a fuck around. Oh, I just fucked this person. Or this person just trapped me. This person contacted her nearest and dearest spiritual worker to get me spiritually impregnated, because these things do happen. And I was scratching myself. I'm scratching my because I'm sitting here, but I'm getting beat the fuck up. Anyway, listen. But some of you guys contact your nearest and dearest spiritual worker. Listen, I need to get myself spiritually pregnant. I need to get this energy here and create this space. And then the next thing you know, the space that's being created is being created by an entity that you're not aware of. It's being created by Satan himself, probably, okay? By Satan his or her own self. Now you done sell your soul to some entity that you have no idea, and that you're not aware that this entity is this what this entity actually says he or she is. So so now you didn't sell your soul. So now you're spiritually pregnant by an entity, and then you created yourself by taking a man's DNA, and so now you trapped him because you created the situation and or idea that this person thought he or she wanted. Okay, that's sickening. And a lot of you guys, now I'm talking to the black woman and the Spanish woman, a lot of us do it because of our background, because of where we come from, because we're so fucking desperate to recreate ourselves in the situation we don't fuck up. And you see the fuck up time and time again, and you still do it. The fucking obsession and the psychotic behavior that you guys have with people that don't even love you. They're just probably there because maybe they are afraid to date outside of their culture. Maybe they're afraid to say no to you. Maybe they're afraid of you. Maybe they're afraid that their parents or their mothers or their aunties won't accept anybody else other than a black or Hispanic woman in their household. Some of these things are difficult. Some people have these like racist thoughts and mentalities that they don't perceive to be as racist thoughts and mentalities or way of thinking, but it is. It's a racist way of thinking because you think that that by you allowing your son or your daughter to date into his or her own community is saving that person from being hurt. But in reality, you're creating situations, right, for that are not the ideal situations, but that's a separate video. And the only reason I bring it up is because I see it a lot in my community and in black people and in Spanish people. We tell them, stick to your own, stick to your own. I have stuck to my own because I have my own purpose, and I'm not attracted to anyone that's lighter than me. Sorry. And I've dated people that are lighter than me, and I'm not attracted to you. I tried it because of the fact that everybody would say in my family, like, oh, or not everybody, but just you would hear it, like, oh, you should stay with your own people. You should stay. So I decided to just do it, just to stick it to them. And then I've dated people that are lighter than me, but I'm just not attracted to it. I just wanted to see like what was everybody warning me about, what was the big hoo-ha about. But anyway, that's a separate video. Anyway, What I want to go back to the question, what is it that you guys think about when you guys do this shit to yourselves? Do you think about the money? Because money comes and goes. There's an ebb and flow in money. So that shit comes and goes. So do you think about stability? Do you think about the future? Do you think that you're just gonna keep these men, but meanwhile you don't have a solid foundation? Like you guys aren't not even in a state of good communication, but you're going out here and having kids by men that probably don't even like you. And then there's men that use you as cover-ups as in, like, they might be either gay, lesbian, or whatever, and they might use you as a cover-up because they have nowhere else to go, because they feel like they're trapped in themselves and cannot accept themselves. And that's sad. And that's sad that some of you guys will even allow something like that to happen to other people, because that means you don't love that person. Because some of us know, and we do it anyway, just to live a fake life, just to live good in the matrix. But then what about your next life? What about the spiritual connections that you create with somebody? Because once you have a child with somebody, you've trapped them in so many ways. It's not just in this realm, but you've trapped them in other realms. You've taken their entire identity and taken it for yourself. Because if that person needs to come back into this world, they might be stuck with you and until they heal some karmic shit they did or that you did to them. And now even in the next life, maybe if you trap them and then they come back, you'll be used and abused. What the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? Because that's what you're doing. You are selling your soul. That is what that means when you sell your soul. Stop doing that. You're creating drama in all dimensions, because we are multi-dimensional beings. Okay? It's DNA for a reason. You know how you know that the multi-dimensions exist is because I can take a pint or a little tube of my DNA, and my DNA will trace me back to whenever the fuck my family started. You hear me? That's how that works. That's what you do when you trap somebody. You encapsulate them until they can't be encapsulated anymore. You entrap their fucking ancestors. It's like a fucking parasite. Now, why would you want to do that to somebody? And then on top of it all, they don't even love you. Cookie, you done fucked it up for you. You done fucked it up for everybody now. I mean, amen and hoo-ha, hooray, if you have a healthy child and you bring this child into this world, and now that child can be the possibility also that the child can come in without purpose. So think about these things. Excuse the noise. But for those of you that are thinking about doing some dumb shit like that, think about it. And then there's other situations where there's children, such as myself, that was smart enough to take advantage of that situation and master manipulate their parents into staying together. I did it. I cried, kicked, and screamed, honey. I did. Yes, I did. Now look what happened. Now my mother and my father have a master manipulating child. That happens to be me. Now you're used and abused by a child. And these things happen all the time. And a lot of people don't like to recognize it or realize it, but it happens. These things happen. Now, why would you want to put yourself in a predicament? I don't know. How do you get yourself out of that predicament? You are an independent, beautiful women out there. Get your own bag, get your own money. And if you want to secure the bag by marrying somebody else, fine with me, but get the fucking bag, okay? Security is everything. If you do not secure yourself by any means possible, if you're not an opportunist by any means possible, you're going to see yourself in a fucking situation where you will just be another one, okay? As opposed to the wife, as opposed to the soulmate, as opposed to the go-getter, as opposed to, like some people like to call you guys, the ride or dies, You're just a BM. Oh, I just shared my DNA with this individual. That's my BM. That's my baby's mother's and whatever. That's what you are now. Oh, that's my baby's daddy. My baby father. What is going on? How can you possibly be so empty inside? And then there's some of you bitches that bring children into the world to be raped, molested, and don't give a fuck. You know, and don't give a fuck. You know, try not to do it to yourself again. If it's happened to you once, try to keep your composure, try to keep your legs closed, and cleanse yourself, become divine within yourself. Try to fix your karmas, try to fix the empty void within yourselves, because if you have to do that, if you have to trap somebody, to force somebody to be a family with you when they clearly do not give a fuck, they cheat, suck and fuck without your consent, you might as well just go about your business. Go about your business. Because you're going to see yourself in a situation where you're going to be depending of somebody who isn't going to give you any attention, who isn't going to give the child any attention. You're going to see that person prosper with somebody else, and they're not going to turn around to say fucking shit to you. You'll just be the nagging baby's mother and whatever. That's what you're going to be, and that's what you put yourself in. That's the predicament that you put yourself in when you decide that you're going to trap somebody, that you're going to be there to force someone to be with you when they didn't even want to be in a relationship to begin with, and then now they're stuck with you. Okay, so I'm gonna leave you this video right here. Babies' mothers, stop being babies' mothers. Don't be the babies' mothers, the BMs and whatever. My kid got Jordans, my kid got Gucci, like level up or whatever. Don't do it to yourself. Don't do it, because a bitch like me, yeah, I will probably just ignore you. If you ever decide, if you are the baby's mother, okay, and you see yourself in a situation, and I'm dating your baby's father and whatever, and you see yourself in that situation, and I'm like the girlfriend or the wife, you don't want me, honey. You don't want it. You don't want it. You don't want it. First of all, I'm spiritually connected. Second of all, I have my own bag, financially secured myself, and I'm okay with that. And third of all, if you ever decide to send me text messages, Facebook messages, private DMs with bullshit receipts about what the fuck you've been doing, you're gonna look even dumber. Why are you gonna look dumber? If it ever happens to me, and I'll tell you right now, if I'm speaking to the gods in the future, because I probably won't leave him. I'll probably just stick it to you on purpose. Then it'll be that type of a game. And trust me, I don't lose. I don't. Okay? So and then if he brings the child around or the children, you're gonna be pissed. Because it still won't be you. Baby's mother and whatever. Okay? That's what I would do to you. Try your best not to get on the girlfriend's nerves, on the boyfriend's nerves, sending little text messages and bullshit like, oh, I just sucked his dick yesterday. I'll probably say something like, well, I just sucked his dick right now. Do you want me to send him home? And laugh. Send you his dick pic or something. I don't know. I would. You not gonna like me. No, honey. Okay, so try not to get in anyone's life like that. Get the fuck out the way. Try to be a nice little family together. If you're in a situation where you find yourself with somebody that's actually capable, willing, and able to help you and assist you, if your baby's father don't want to do it, or if your baby's mother don't want to do it, okay? I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.